Hi, in this video, we will explore how to access Nearpod reports once students have completed a lesson. When you're in your Nearpod homepage, on the left-hand side of your screen, if you scroll down, there's a section titled Reports. Click on that section, and it will pull up a list of reports for all of the lessons that you have launched with your students. So here's all of the lessons that I've launched with my students. I can click on an individual lesson, and if you've launched that same lesson multiple times, you'll see each time that it was launched. So if you're a secondary teacher and you used the same lesson for periods 1, 2, and 5, you would see that information here. You can also see how many students participated in that lesson. So I'll just go ahead and let's drill into this first session that I did with students. Once you are in your session report, you'll see the name of your lesson here. All of the different activity options will be listed up here. Even if your lesson didn't have any of those, it's still listed. But up front, you can just see some participation, the percentage that was answered or skipped for this quiz, the percentage that was correct. And then it'll scroll through and kind of give you an overall picture for each individual student and how they did. But what's nice is I know that this Nearpod lesson did have a quiz, so I'm going to go ahead and click on quiz. And the first option just gives you an overall picture of how students did on the quiz. So there are three questions. The first question, they got 83%, 72% on the second, and 67% on the next. But what's nice is you can then drill into each of the individual questions and you can see the students and their response and how they answered, whether it was correct, incorrect, or they just didn't answer it. So that gives you some information on the quiz. Same with the poll. You can see how people answered or how your students answered the poll. If you had an open ended question, you would see their responses here. This was a lesson I did with teachers, and we skipped through some of it, so that's why you don't see things. If there's a draw it, you would actually see here like the images that they drew on or whatever they submitted here. So all of that information is contained here within the Nearpod session report. You do have a couple options. You can download this if you wanted to, and then you can also share it with a colleague if you needed to do that as well. But I think for the most part, most people will come in and just view the information right here through the session report kind of dashboard.